Yo, it's your boy Donde, and I'm here on the V1BE interview series. Commission only, you don't work, you don't eat, man. Go get you some money.
All right, what's good, everybody? And we are back with the V1BE interview series presented to you by Vibes by Us. I go by Spence, and as always, I'm with the beautiful Marquia Janae. How you doing, man?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I'm fine, thank you. And today we got a special guest in the building, Mr. Donde France. How you doing, my brother?
Bless, brother. How about
Yes, sir.
you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Sir, how about you, love?
I'm good. How
All
you
right.
doing?
Bless.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Man.
Yes, sir.
So let's go ahead and jump into it. How has this year affected your ability to create?
2020 been crazy.
It's been wild.
Like for me and like my company, which is 10 by 10 Music Group, like when COVID hit, it was traumatic because like we had so many plans set for like to get on road, you know what I'm saying? Like go to the fan base. And it took a lot of reflecting, you know what I'm saying? Like reflection time to be able to be like, okay, why not now? Because it felt like it was that time to like go ahead and go. But like I just felt like God was just like slow down, make sure that you're ready for what you're getting ready to walk to. You know what I'm saying? So like the hardest part of what I learned the most was just like, you know, it's not always on your time when it's, you know what I mean? When it's when you talking about something that you feel like you give your life to, it's not up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like take your time and trust the process. Trust that it's a time on your, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel that.
Time to trust that shit.
So what did you do in the meantime while you were reflecting and just figuring that out?
That's a good question. Like me personally, I had like a mental breakdown. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I started dealing with like, my dad was like, it's not anxiety, it's ambition. So like my ambition was like I'm always on the go. I'm always trying to move. I'm always trying to do something.
Because you had to sit still.
And I ain't never been forced to sit still like that. Like never. So
I feel that.
so the ambition side of me was just like, how do I stay busy, forcing me to have panic attacks, you know what I'm saying? Like what's it called, anxiety and stuff that I ain't really dealt with before in other situations. But like the anxiety was something that just came and just kind of knocked me out, like kind of cold cocked me, and I just wasn't prepared for it. But I learned a lot about myself during that time. It's just like, say we would have got on road and I would have been dealing with this anxiety. Like now I know how to cope with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I learned a lot about, you know, self-affirmations and talking to yourself and all that kind of just mental health workouts and stuff like that. Like I really worked on meditation and stuff like that. So.
And that's important. I'm saying you here in front of us right now.
Oh, for sure.
Good
For sure,
energy.
bro.
So what helped you kind of get through that? Like what did you do to cope, you know?
Right.
Prayer, one.
Prayer.
Two, I learned how to meditate. I learned how to take time to myself, start my day, put myself in a regimen. So whether that be like taking a walk, you know what I'm saying? Like creating like when you're dealing with uncertainty, there's nothing that you have to give yourself some kind of schedule, some kind of something. Like we were sitting at home, like, well, what's gonna happen?
Right.
But you talk to so many guests and they say the same thing.
So I had to learn how to put myself on like, all right, I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna do this. I got alarms on my phones to this day. Wake up, pray, meditate, work out, take a walk, read. You get what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. Just give yourself stuff to do. Like I had to stay busy. Music was put on hold. Like I just stopped. Like I can't control that right now.
All right, your mental health can't
control that. So let me work on being a better me. And the music is the easy part. That's always that's easy. Like, you know, we put here to do that. But how are you preparing yourself to be ready for that? That's the main thing that I learned was like, I want to be an artist, but I would look myself in the mirror. I feel like I wasn't ready. Like I wasn't ready for a possible breakdown. You know what I'm saying? A possible breakdown down the line. But now I feel like I can deal with that. Learn, teach myself how to breathe and all that kind of shit.
It made you look yourself in
sure.
the mirror.
Yes, sir.
I feel that.
Reflection.
That's probably what God put a pause on as well.
Take your time.
Exactly.
Take your
Now
time.
that we done made it over that hump, you been back in the we been putting in work?
Oh yeah. I'm getting ready to put out my project on October 9th. That's getting ready to drop. It was supposed to drop in March. It was supposed to drop in March. And March. And that's the same month like we shut down. Like everything shut down. So it's been, everything has just been like wow, like it ain't really been no time crunch or anything. So it's just like, just take your time, do it right. So we ready to drop that project, but I also been back in the studio working on further stuff. Cause like me, I like to stay 2 or 3 projects ahead of what's getting ready to come out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, have material to drop.
Oh,
Any dream
mostly
collaborations?
Content. Shout out to my boy Down since '96. We getting a lot of content.
Good plug.
Bunch of videos we've been shooting and everything. So shout out to my boy.
Shout out to them.
We got any collaborations on the way, or anybody you would love to work with?
I'm looking to work with Summerella right now.
Okay.
So I really like her platform that she's built. That's somebody who I'm actually like physically, like I'm actually trying to work. Like I've reached out trying to get that feature situated.
So it's in motion.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So
yeah, that's what's up.
trying to get her, and then my management has a situation with Griselda that I might be able to get really soon. Because I feel like me personally, I've been doing music 5 years, but I never had a big a level feature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like another level feature. So I've been doing a lot by myself, created this traction, this groundwork by myself. But I feel like me putting myself in position to be able to do these features is the best look right now to kind of give myself leverage to work outside of myself, if that makes sense. So like I need to have somebody else that was a big name that can do some of the work for me.
And reach that fan base.
Shout out to you working with the female.
Oh yeah, I got a huge female fan base. So like my music is like, I love them, and they come to my shows, they play my music. So like I'm going to start giving back to that audience. You know what I'm saying? Like making like, especially going into cuddle season and going into teddy bear season right now. So like I'm gonna go ahead and hop over there real quick. If I get some water, right? I'm straight.
Do your thing, bro. Do your thing.
Speaking of audience though, so what do you feel like your audience looks like besides the females? Like what do they do? What is
I feel like my audience is definitely well, I'll just tell you straight up, my demographic is about, I would say 21 to about, I got a big gap from like 21 to about 40.
Okay.
I feel like I can reach that demographic very comfortably.
That's a wide range.
Because
young adults.
I can reach and give you what you want here on some, I can give you a club song, but then I also can come over here and I can like, I can really talk to you about something. I can really rap about something. So I pride myself on being very versatile. So I feel like I can reach what's been helping me is what's been reaching me back, which is my female fan base. So I stay there. But like when it comes to like the bag that I have, I feel like I can reach from like 21 to like 40. Because I got like people who want to hear that he going in, that make that snarl up face, and then you got people who just want to hear you one line in the death. But I can do both of those, so that's where I feel like I just kind of pride myself on being able to do both of those.
And does that fan base agree with you on that?
Yeah, I think they respect what I'm doing, and I appreciate them for rocking with me for these 5 years I've been doing this.
All right.
So I appreciate it.
Shout out to the fans, man. So where did the journey start for you?
The journey started 5 years ago, like 2015, almost going on 6 years.
Okay.
And just wanted to give myself something that I can completely own. And I started falling in love with the business side of music first, and then like, okay, I can see how that worked out. Who would I look up to? I looked up to Jay-Z. I looked up to Diddy. I looked up to these people. What kind of steps did they take? So I kind of fell in love with the process of like the long grind, but being successful in the end, like having something that you can show for it. So with that, I kind of was like, all right, let me use music as the platform to be able to do these things that I see myself capable to do. So music is just the platform. I feel like music, the ability to make music was just God's a gift to me to be able to get to, get to be my full self.
I feel that.
I'm super talented in music, but it's like, what else? Like, how?
What am I gonna do with this?
I'm a businessman. I'm a businessman, bro. Like, yeah, like I'm using music to build my business.
And I'm glad you said that. Yeah. Like one thing you just said that stuck out to me is that you had your business affairs in order before you tried to, do this. And I think that's something that a lot of people need to start emphasizing. Like,
I think that's a big problem.
So you can't get taken advantage of in this industry because it's cutthroat.
Shout out to my team, 10x10, Triple X. So what I want to say is, I feel like when people say that the music industry is saturated, they say it's saturated. Everybody rap. Oh, everybody rap. I'd be like, bro, there's so many people that rap, but there's so many people that's just in the way of people who actually are doing this the right way. If you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you rap, but you just in your basement. You don't have no idea what the music business is. You get what I'm saying? You just rap. So you can tell people that you rap. What's it called? Saturating the city and all that kind of stuff. But people like me who actually have took the time, made the connections, built a team. You get what I'm saying? Doing it, like, bro, like,
put the real work
where your PROs at, bro? Like, people don't even know what that mean when I talk to them about it. Like, where your PROs at? You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel no type of way when they say, oh, the music industry is saturated. It's saturated with niggas who don't know what they doing and just want that image and want that life that come with it.
Okay.
That's what I feel like.
Yeah, shit. Donde, France. So where did the name come from, man? What's the inspiration behind that?
Like I said, I always been about business. I had a sales background before I started doing music. Okay. So like I always been about business and shit. Shout out to my pops. I used to sell cars and shit.
Okay.
Sell cars. Okay. I sold like lawn care service and over the phone, shit like that, like back in the day.
Heard that, ladies? He got the slick mouth.
Yeah, mouthpiece.
He got that mouthpiece. Yeah,
okay.
So I just wanted to, like, I use my last name is DeFrance, so I just put Don Don in front of my last name.
Little last name.
Don DeFrance.
Yeah,
I wanted to put Don in front of my name because like I'm about the work that it takes to become a businessman. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Be a boss.
Right.
I'm trying to be a boss. So Don is the fitting name for that. Don DeFrance. So Donde is just Don, and then the first, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
just the alias, just the alias, bro. So that's just what I can call myself
bro.
in different situations. Donde. They used to call me Frxnce. You can imagine DeFrance.
Yeah,
everybody used to call me
okay.
French and stuff like that. So I mean, whatever you call me, like I'm just glad you calling. Like that's how I feel. Like
I see
they
the
calling something.
association.
For sure.
Yeah, okay.
That's smooth, bro.
For sure.
So with that being said, who or what inspires you?
I'm about family first.
Okay.
My family is what I started doing business for because I wanted to be able to, I want to be first generation. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I come from hardworking parents, but like none of us were able to. They weren't able to give me a life that I want to give them back right now.
Got you.
So that's my influence. My influence or my inspiration just comes from me being about my family and wanting to do for others. Like there's no number you can be like, hey, we'll give you this and will that make you happy? Like it's not about the number. It's about being able to live and give to my family.
Absolutely.
And give back what they gave it to me because I feel like I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for my family. So my inspiration comes from my family, God, and just, I feel like there's purpose on my life to be great. So it's just like, all right, God, you gave me this talent. So now I gotta trust that this is what you want for me. Right. You get what I'm saying? So just walking in my process, taking my time, not feeling rushed, because it's easy to start feeling like you got a clock. You know what I'm saying? Like that biological
people
clock.
around you.
For sure. Yeah. Because it's a young man's game.
Right.
So it's always a in the back of your mind, oh, I gotta do this. Nah, slow down. Like take your time. Like you got purpose for your life, and if you really believe that if you have purpose, then what you worry for? You know what I'm saying? If you really believe that. Absolutely. And the mindset is the first thing to do when it comes to being successful. Your mindset got to be, all right, forget what's around me, distractions and all that stuff. It's like, bro, I'm going to do it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going to do it regardless how long it take.
Like you said, you're going to win just because of that mindset.
The mindset. So then loan the business and all that. But musically inspiration, is that what you was asking me kind of too?
All of that.
What artists inspire you?
My music inspiration, I'm the biggest Lil Wayne fan of all, ever.
Okay.
Lil Wayne.
I think we all.
Yeah, you got
but I was like that nigga in high school that be like, oh nigga, you ain't heard this Lil Wayne, you ain't heard this.
Oh yeah, you was nigga putting niggas on to the shit.
I was that nigga. You remember Dope Hood, bro? Like Dope Hood, like the LimeWire, bro. I used to like be on the computer like, when the Drought 3 came out, bro, like I was trying to put everybody and their mama on that. But Lil Wayne is my influence. He's my GOAT. He's my, you know what I mean? Like we owe him so much as a music, as artists. We owe him so much. And outside of that, like I studied Hove just from the business aspect. I'm from Atlanta, so it's not like I grew up with that sound.
Right.
Available to me.
That's a good perspective.
You get what I'm saying? Like I didn't grow up. I'm from the South. We grew up 504 boys, Cash Money, No Limit. Like you know what I'm saying? Ludacris, DTP. That's what we grew up on.
T.I. and shit.
T.I. But like Hove, you had to pay attention to Hove because, bro, like you gotta pay attention. He made you pay attention to the moves he was making, and it was just like if I wanted to be successful, I feel like I don't mean to go off on a tangent, but I feel like Jay-Z is the best artist of all time. I ain't say he's the best. Like he's the best artist of all time because he's the ideal image of what you strive to be. If you want to be a rapper, like he's the end goal. You get what I'm saying? There's no bigger.
Master P, another one.
I feel like don't get me wrong, Master P dope, but I do feel like he platformed. I mean, he plateaued.
He plateaued, yeah.
Jay-Z been doing this shit for.
I was speaking on P from like the business aspect, at least. You know what I'm saying?
But Jay has stayed relevant from 1996 or 7 to 2020.
Facts.
And I feel like that's why you have to give him his props as the best. So if I'm an inspiration, I'm gonna look at the best to ever do it, because you gotta watch the greats. And Jay-Z's the greatest to ever do it, to me. Most successful, he's the most rich rapper. You get what I'm saying? So
I could definitely agree.
Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. My favorites are like Rick Ross, Nipsey. I love Wiz Khalifa. I like Lil Baby. I like a lot of people, but I don't necessarily mean I listen to a whole lot. I listen to a lot of shit from my era. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I stay fresh.
All right.
My era.
That's hard, though. It's a nice little list right there, bro.
So.
So, with all of that being said, what advice would you give to the vibers listening to you? What message would you send to them?
Surround yourself with people who are about your future. Surround yourself with people who can see your vision. If you're an artist, surround yourself with people who can see your vision. Don't surround yourself with people who want to be. If you're an artist, you have to have people around you that are willing to sacrifice their immediate goals for the betterment of y'all. Okay. You have the talent. So your team needs to be able to support that talent. Even if he has dreams and aspirations for himself, your team needs to be able to put themselves aside for the betterment of one. Because everybody can't push different things at once. You get what I'm saying? Like, we can't do that. What we gotta do,
nobody break it down like that.
What we gotta do is we gotta get behind one of us and give all of our resources, give all of our energy into that. Absolutely. So if you an artist, get you a team of people who can see your vision and who are not full of themselves to the point that they will hate on you to hold you back. I feel like that's just real shit. Like, you need a team. You cannot do this by yourself. You cannot do this by yourself, and you will burn yourself out trying to handle all the business. Like, once you really start learning what the business side of this is, you'll burn yourself out. You run yourself into a hole. Like, you run yourself into a wall. So just learn how to give yourself leverage by being able to be in more than one place at one time. So have somebody that can go to a meeting on your behalf. People that you are comfortable with representing you. Representation is everything. So make sure that you have good representation in every aspect. But make sure you give yourself leverage to be in more places than one, because you're not always available. We know what it is like to be a starving artist. We got jobs, we got everything else. But you need people who are just as hungry for success on your behalf than they will be for their own self.
That's hard.
That's my advice for anybody listening.
Outstanding. I ain't gonna lie, Don, man, this has been a great interview, to say the least, my boy. So shit, that's how we gonna do it, man. Before you get up out of here, we do got some trivia for you. So the way this is gonna work,
that's right.
Me and Marquis are gonna take turns reciting some lyrics for you. You gotta guess the song and the artist. The song and the artist.
To get the full
I get a half
point.
point. If I get a half a point, if it's just
strict
the
on y'all
song,
now.
We're gonna see how we play, man. It depends, because some of these do be a little bit tougher than the other ones, you feel me? So, all right.
So let's start off with the first one. Ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, I come from under the tummy, busting a Tommy. You come from under the garments, your chest and your armhead.
Oh, that's Wayne. From under the Tommy, busting the garment. What do you say? Power one to the head. That's you know he did. Go DJ.
There we go.
Okay, 1 for 1 so far.
That's my
Wayne fan.
That's my man's.
All right, next we got Granddad Died, I Knew I Would Make It. I'm a real one, you can't fake that.
Granddad died, you know. Say it again.
Granddad died, knew I would make it. I'm a real one, you can't fake that. Line. Who is that? Baby.
That's Baby?
That's Baby.
See, okay, like, let me explain that. Baby, I like him, but like, I don't listen to, like, I feel like he from Atlanta. He from the same spot of Atlanta that I'm from. He from the 4. Okay. So like, I fuck with Holmes, but I ain't dove into his catalog. No cap. I ain't dove into his catalog enough to know that bar like that.
Yeah,
so I fuck with bro just cause like, bro, I'm from Campbellton Road. He from MLK. Shit, what's up? Like,
okay, that's real. I mean, you
my
still
bad.
don't get the point.
My bad, baby.
That's real shit.
My bad. Yeah, I had to be real. My bad, baby.
All right. So, okay, this next one. Let's see. Tears running down a nigga face. In a room full of failures, I feel out of place. Still sleeping on the floor when you deserve better. Got you wrecking through the cold, even in the warm weather.
Well, that's a tough one.
Is that Rose?
It is.
Is that hold on? Is that Rose? Like, what was that though?
It
Say it again.
Definitely is. Dang, you made me say that again. Tears running down a nigga face in a
Tears
room.
of Joy? No.
Nah.
What song is that? I got half a point for knowing
Apple
it
of
was
my
Rose.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even expect
Apple
you
of
to
my
get that.
eye.
Yeah, I ain't even expect you
that's,
to get
that's
Rose.
on God Forgives and I Don't, I think. Okay, bet.
Did you give him that one or you guessed it?
No, I guessed it.
Oh,
Nah,
you
he
guessed
guessed the
it,
Rose.
okay.
I listened to like, yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so two.
Okay.
Okay,
Straight
two,
though.
two.
All right. Next up, we got Smoke Kush. It'll make you feel better.
All right, that's
If your
Wiz. I
girl
already
chooses
know,
you-
bro. That's
okay.
Wiz, bro. Anybody talking about no Smoke Kush,
Yeah.
baby feel good like Wiz, bro.
Gave it
That's my
away.
man's.
Yeah.
That's my man's. Like, shout out to Wiz.
You
bro.
know the song?
Say it again.
If Smoke Kush, it'll make you feel better. If your girl choosing, just let her.
Smoke
If
Kush
your
and make
girl
me feel
choosing,
better.
Just let her.
Oh, what was it? And another it's called Letter.
Yes,
That
sir.
nigga be ballin'. Like, yeah, that's Letter.
Yes, sir. Okay, you straight so far.
I know.
Kush
You're
and
doing
make me
well,
feel
my brother.
Okay, I'm gonna try to make this one harder. Let's see.
I ain't heard that in a minute either. That's a dope one.
yeah, that's a good.
It's
That's
gonna be
a
stuck
good
in your
question.
head
I'm
now.
always up. All right.
All them burning crosses was royalty regardless. Honestly, I'm honored just to present the progress. Distant as I seem to you, I know what I mean to you.
That's on fully not fully loaded. That's Nip. See, I like Nip because I can read Nip stuff and like that's Nip, right?
Yeah.
That's Nip because I can hear you saying that, and I can be like, I can get those words of affirmation. Like me and Nip, I identify with him so much as a businessman.
Right.
So when you said that, I was like, oh yeah, that's Nip. But I think that's on not fully loaded. What's the one? I don't know the song, but I know the project. I think that's is that Slauson? It's on Slauson Boy, I think, too. What's the name of that song? What's the name of that? I don't know the name of that song, but I know it's on Slauson Boy.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. It's Smoking with My Stylist.
Okay,
Smoking with
I think that's on
My
Slauson Boy
Stylist.
too.
I ain't gonna lie, you did good though, man.
Did
Yeah,
great.
I don't be
ain't-
good at. I just be letting my playlist play, so sometimes the names don't be there. But
Nah, I'll tell you, you did better than most that come through, bro.
I
So
bet.
I gotta give it to you.
Song and yes,
Yeah,
song,
song
and
and
artist.
artist. A lot of
Appreciate
people
it.
usually
Love
just
it.
get the song, but you got the, you know.
Love it.
Damn, that's crazy.
appreciate it, brother.
Boy,
I
man,
agree.
before we wrap up, you want to throw any social media handles out there,
Yes,
giving
sir.
it shout outs, my boy?
Yes, sir. My Instagram is Donde. That's spelled DONDEFRXNCE. And I got a project coming October 9th. It's gonna be available on all streaming platforms. And my motto is commission only. So commission only means you don't work, you don't eat. And anybody who, if that resonate with you, and I feel like, we compatible in any way. So like, rock with me, man.
Resonated with me.
For sure. You don't work, you don't eat.
Absolutely.
Well, there you have it. This has been another interview with the One Vibe interview series presented to you by Vibes by Us. I go by Spence, and as always, I'm with the beautiful Marquia Janae, Mr. Donde Frxnce.
Appreciate you,
It's
brother.
been great, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Until
Thank you,
next
mama.
time.
Sure.
We'll see you when we see you.